at 10.
We really ought to be fixing it rather than playing these political games. And that's what I think is going on right now. It's very frustrating.
Congressman Scott Peters sounds off on the prospects of a government shutdown, the latest tonight on the dealings in Washington.
Rivers steps up and throws. Antonio Gates. Touchdown, Chargers.
Big win against the Cowboys, and we'll have a look at Manti Te'o's first game in the NFL, and her retrial begins in Italy tomorrow, the criminal court that will decide Amanda Knox's fate in absentia. Good evening, I'm Jeff Powers. Again with the impending government shutdown Tuesday at midnight. If the budget is not passed, the federal government closes. Today, legislators still in debate mode over the Affordable Care Act. Optimism fading that a compromise will be reached. Gary Brazell live in studio with word from San Diego Congressman Scott Peters on this possible shutdown. Gary?
Jeff, the lines are drawn in Washington, leaving many there frustrated as the federal budget is stalled over one issue: health care. The clock ticks towards an impending government shutdown as the fight over the Affordable Care Act continues. Tea Party Republicans are committed to stopping this act from coming to life.
If you want people to get health insurance, the best way for them to get health insurance is to get a job. And Obamacare is the biggest job killer in this country.
It's unpopular. It is unaffordable for us as a nation. It's hurting jobs.
Democrats insist that the Affordable Care Act is needed for people with no or limited access to health coverage.
It takes them out of the emergency room. It takes them out of getting really sick before they go get care.
The impending deadline has done nothing to encourage compromise.
We have to get past this governing by crisis.
San Diego Democratic Congressman Scott Peters. Peters spoke with San Diego 6 News from Washington about his frustrations with Republicans.
Serious issues with the bill that we need to address. But the point is, it's not going away. We really ought to be fixing it rather than playing these political games. And that's what I think is going on right now. And it's very frustrating.
Peters says the Affordable Care Act is the law of the land, and he says it's time that the GOP-controlled House put the country first.
Congress signed it before. Congress passed it before I was there. The president signed it. The Supreme Court blessed it. They've survived 40 repeal votes. It's time to move on.
The threat of a shutdown is back in the hands of the U.S. Senate. But with just hours until a deadline, midnight Tuesday, a shutdown might be inevitable.
The Senate needs to act. They need to act quickly. They should be in today.
800,000 federal workers will be the victims of this Republican shutdown strategy.
The key component to Obamacare, the individual mandate to have health insurance, goes back in history to the late 1980s when conservative think tank the Heritage Foundation promoted the idea during the first Bush administration. Reporting live in studio, Gary Brazell, San Diego 6 News. Jeff?
All right, Gary, speaking of history, the last president to endure a government shutdown was Bill Clinton in 1995. Today